Well, hello everyone. Steve and Veronica Kibler here again, and today we are at the historic Old Mill and Restaurant in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah, so we hadn't been in this area and we wanted to come out and take a look. And this old restaurant is located next to this little Pigeon River, which is absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, the area is all decorated for Christmas, very festive. It was a very cold day.
Very cold. Very cold.
It was nice to go into the restaurant and have a hot meal.
Yeah.
So here's the front of the restaurant, which is next to a general store as well.
And the general store is the actual Old Mill also.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a look at the lunch menu. And they had a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm. A lot of nice choices to choose from.
But being that it was right after Thanksgiving and we had quite a bit of protein to eat already, I decided to go with a stir-fry vegetable meal that I saw on the menu, which was really good, and it had a lot of vegetables.
And I had the grilled Reuben sandwich. I just love Reuben sandwiches, and they had a really good Reuben sandwich, with the corned beef and the Swiss cheese, and they make their own Thousand Island dressing, and it was on grilled rye bread.
And they serve the meals with their house corn fritters, which are stone ground corn from their own mill, and that was an amazing surprise. Those
Yes, indeed.
corn fritters coming up here in a minute that you're going to see were really, really good. But they also have items for kids as well, so a really nice size menu to choose from.
Now, my sister Allison and her husband Randy, they come here to the Old Mill and eat when they're in town, so a shout out to them.
So here is the corn chowder, which is flavored with clam juice and ham base. And this corn chowder is served really hot, and it was just so perfect on that really cold day. It was absolutely delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I bit into that. The first bite is just, oh my gosh. It's really good, warms you up.
Had big chunks of potatoes,
Potatoes and actual corn kernels.
Corn. It was so...
It's one of the best chowders I've had in a while.
So we were really happy when we got that. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious.
Leave the camera rolling. I'm going in for another bite. It was that good.
And they bring you out a basket of these house corn fritters.
Yeah.
And the biscuit.
Yeah. Now the corn fritters, they're like a hush puppy, but better.
Better.
It's a different flavor.
They are light and airy, like a cream puff. Not as dense as a hush puppy, and not as like many spices. It's more of like a sweet flavor, and with chunks of corn in there. I mean, these corn fritters were absolutely delicious.
I could eat a whole plate full of them.
Crispy on the outside and really light on the inside.
And this biscuit that they bring out also was served just right, nice and fluffy and warm and.
Like it just came out of the oven.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good biscuit. I don't like restaurants that give you a hard biscuit.
like a stone.
Yeah, this is the way a biscuit's supposed to be served.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It actually cooled down a little bit because we were filming, but when it first was
served hot.
It was warm, like they just pulled it out of the oven. It was delicious.
It was still a good biscuit. I think I ended up putting it into my corn chowder, which ended up making it even double amazing. Really delicious.
Here I am trying out the corn fritter, and Steve kept telling me, "Oh, it's really sweet." I'm like, "It can't be sweet,"
Yeah.
But it had a light sweet flavor to it. I mean, not super sweet. It was just so perfect.
It kind of reminded me of the old days when you go to the fairgrounds and get a elephant ear or funnel cake, depending on what part of the country you're from.
Because it was that light.
Yeah.
Light and crispy, and it did not have any type of powdered sugar or anything on it, but it was a light sweet flavor. I couldn't stop eating it.
No, like I said, I could have ate a whole plate of those.
I was trying not to fill up on just bread, but oh my gosh, I couldn't stop eating those
Yeah.
corn
Well,
fritters.
they were that good, you know. That corn chowder again.
Yeah, that was really amazing. The flavor was,
Yeah,
I mean, so intense
I
and
really didn't know what to expect, and I was
creamy.
Man,
it was filling, creamy, and it had
Great.
vegetables in it. It was just so delicious.
and it's served with most of the lunch meals, I believe.
It looked like on the menu like it
Yeah.
was, yes. And I am trying that
Yeah,
corn
so-
fritter with the
with
corn chowder.
You can just see it that you're enjoying it.
Oh yes, I was like, okay, now how is it going to taste with the chowder? Oh,
Yeah.
it tasted really good. I could still that crispy part of the corn fritter, you know, in dip. And here's, oh my goodness, the biscuit also. It's like, okay, now I got to try it with the corn chowder. It's like a whole new taste,
Yeah.
you know.
And it was. I mean, you add that biscuit to that corn chowder, and man,
I kept going back to the fritter.
yeah,
It's like, this is so amazing. I have to just have some more.
yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That was a really wonderful tasting fritter.
It's like, how many
It's like,
ways?
okay,
How many
yeah,
ways
how
can
many
I eat
ways
this?
can I eat this corn fritter? I'll try it with my corn chowder and the spoon in it.
Well, it was just the texture on it was so light and crispy. It was delicious. And here's my stir fry vegetables that came with grilled chicken, snap peas, broccoli, cauliflower, red onions, carrots, water chestnuts, bell pepper, mushrooms, and cabbage in a teriyaki sauce, served over rice pilaf. And it was a very large plate. I mean, I had leftovers.
I was surprised how big it was.
I was not able to eat all of that. It was a lot after that clam chowder and the fritters. I'm just like, okay. But I did need, my body was craving the vegetables. So normally I wouldn't order something like this at a restaurant that's like country style food. But we had so much protein in the past few days that I needed vegetables. And this was the perfect item to order.
It was delicious.
It was
I thought
really
it was
good.
prepared really well.
And those snow peas were fresh and so, you know, really nice because those are hard to find at restaurants.
It had a good sauce on it. Now I had the coleslaw instead of French fries with my Reuben, and so here I am going in for the Reuben, and it was the sliced corned beef was a nice generous amount of corned beef, and of course it had that house-made Thousand Island dressing and the sauerkraut and all that, and the Swiss cheese. I really like the corned beef cut like this. I don't care for a Reuben sandwich when people just use like a deli lunch meat type slice. This was a nice thick slice of corned beef, the way a Reuben should be.
I think you also had half a sandwich left over because
I did.
it was a very generous
I
portion.
couldn't eat it all because of the fritters I ate and the biscuits and the soup. And I think I ended up bringing home some of the coleslaw too.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. But the coleslaw to me was kind of something in between like the Long John Silver's style coleslaw and a Kentucky Fried Chicken coleslaw, somewhere in between that.
That creamy
And,
sauce. It
yeah.
wasn't as thick. It was a little bit lighter.
It was a finer cut than Long John Silver's, but it had more of that flavor.
And it was
Yeah.
fresh. I tasted
It was-
your coleslaw and it was pretty fresh.
good.
That was
I'm
good.
pretty sure they make it in-house. And,
When I get a fresh coleslaw at Kentucky Fried or Long John Silver's, I really like those when they're fresh.
yeah.
So I prefer those, but this was still good. The creamy sauce was still good. And here's an overview of, we were upstairs. You walk upstairs with the seating area, and we were lucky that they sat us next to the window, so we were able to
Yeah.
see the beautiful river as we had lunch.
It was a very nice experience.
So if you like the videos that we're bringing to you, feel free to click that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos and you get them as soon as we post them. And we hope you're having a great holiday season. And
if you're in the area, stop by the old mill.
It's,
Um,
it's
we-
definitely worth
Yeah,
having lunch or dinner there.
yeah, I do recommend it.
We really enjoyed the meal that we had and definitely recommend this restaurant. Here is on the way out, and they do have they have like a long walkway to get to the restaurant doors, but they also have an elevator. So it's kind of nice that we were kind of tired of walking back and forth. So when we did go back in later on, we used the elevator.
Yeah, but there is a large ramp system here that goes up to that restaurant, as you'll see here.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So it was quite a little walk.
Well, thanks for watching and have a good rest of your day.